Do you think there's any way back for Boris Johnson?
Well, no, basically. What he's trying to do now is to put the blame on the people that were within Downing Street and say it's all their fault. Well, I didn't know this was going on. And really, all these people did this behind my back, considering the fact he's photographed at one of the events where he sat not just by himself, his wife and his child, putting them in harm's way in terms of COVID, and then takes no responsibility for itself at all. So I think this is a diversionary tactic, and I don't think it will fool anybody, particularly those people who've lost loved ones throughout the COVID period, as I've done and as many other people have done. And really, to try and escape like this it is really gives him no more credibility, and even more that he's lost through this period is absolutely disgraceful.
Obviously, with you being from the Labour Party, I wouldn't have actually expected you to say anything different to that in any case.
No,
but I respect that is
this is not
a lot of
point from the Labour
there.
Party. Having lost loved ones as I've lost, and a lot of other people lost, to see this decadence that went on, it is just not acceptable under the current circumstances.
It's again, and I have every sympathy for you to losing loved ones during the pandemic. I mean, it was awful. It was pretty much awful for all of us. But I'm wondering, isn't it politically convenient for you if Boris goes, considering the trouncing that your party has had in the past sort of election? I mean, they got an 80-seat majority. That's pretty good for the Conservative Party. In fact, it's pretty good on any count.
Well, I think you're being a little unfair. We had a different leader. We've got a different leader now in post who's working very hard, who's very much caught up on the Conservative Party in terms of the points, in terms of the points that you're talking about in terms of the polls that we have. And he's caught up by making sure that Boris is held to account at every single question time that he's had. He's held to account on the policies that he tries to push forward, in the draconian bills in terms of the immigration nationality bill that he's putting forward, now the policing bill that he's putting forward. And these are extreme things that he's trying to do. But on top of that, just having complete no regard for what he does in terms of their own private setup that they have in Downing Street and what the public had to deal with. The person in charge of setting some of the severest conditions for lockdown was given a send-off when she left. So, there's no regard for any of the rules that they had. It's only for the proletariat, not for these elite people at Downing Street.